Hey everyone, it's Lori from Scraps by Sissy. I thought I would go ahead and get logged on. I know it's a couple of minutes early. We got a lot of stuff going on around here. For those that don't follow my personal page, my house has been invaded with Pomeranians. So if you hear dogs barking in the background, you'll know why. And we do have someone coming over here in just a couple of minutes. So when the doorbell rings, things are going to go crazy. So even though we are in my studio, the dog's still here. I've only got 2 of them in here. If you friend me on Facebook and see those Poms, I have Chloe in here and I have the black and white who is Mowgli. So they seem to get along the best out of the 4. Chloe doesn't want to have anything to do with anybody else. So, and even that, she stays in her corner, so there's that. Okay, so today we're going to be playing with the Curvy Christmas stamp set and the die, the Curvy, the Quite Curvy dies. And we're going to create this Farmhouse card. This is kind of a take on the first card I made for you in the style, but I wanted, when I saw everything with this black plaid, I thought, you know, that would make a beautiful farmhouse card. So that's what we're doing today. So let me give you the measurements on the card. The card base is in real red and it's cut at 8.5 by 5.5 and it's scored at 4.25 inches. There's 2 pieces of Whisper White. Both are cut at 4 inches by 5.25. We're going to cut that one, and then there's the inside of the card. And then the plaid tiding strip is 2 inches by 5.25. Very simple card. So let's go ahead and get started on it. I think what we're going to do is we're going to die cut that layer first so you can see how I do it. To me, simple is best. I just cut my card base, or the layer that I want to die cut, the same size as what would normally be your layer. And that way I can just adjust my die accordingly. So we'll get out our piece of Whisper White that we're going to die cut. Hope you can see all of this. Do I need to raise this? It looks pretty good. Hi Beth, I see you're joining me today. Actually, you guys are going to create something very similar to this tomorrow in Stamp Club. Okay, so here are the dies. Get this open for you so you can see them. And this is the one we're going to use today. Set that aside. So now basically what I'm going to do is, I know this is 4 inches and my bottom layer is only 2 inches, so I want to make sure I leave enough of the white to cover all of the DSP. So I'm just going to bring this down to about there. We're going to put our plate down and run it through the machine. It's that easy. Okay. Now this piece here we're going to save for another project, and we're done with the die cut machine. And if you don't have a die cut machine, I highly recommend this one. Not only because it's Stampin' Up, but I love the fact that it's a power horse and you can fold it up and put it away just like that. Okay, so we'll set this aside. I'll move this out of the way so I don't trip over it, because that wouldn't be pretty. Okay, so get this out. These are all our layers. We're also going to decorate the envelope. Let's do that first. Get that out of the way so I don't forget. So we'll use some of the Stampin' Seal, and we're just going to run the adhesive just around the envelope, like so. Oops. And then we'll flip our paper over and lay this right at the edge. Fold it, make sure it's all stuck down good, and then we'll trim it around the envelope flap. I think really this is my favorite way of decorating an envelope. Yes, stamping is quicker, but I think this just gives it a more finished look. Now, granted, when I'm creating classes for 20 plus people, I don't have enough designer series paper to do that, but you know you have that stash at home, right? Okay, so there's that. Now, we'll go ahead and fold our card base down. We'll set him aside. Now, the easiest way I found, you know, you could essentially attach these two and then attach them to the card base as one. But for me, like I said, simple is best. I'm just going to add my adhesive. And then I know that my end result is going to be 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm just going to lay this on my card base and make sure there's a 1/4 inch all the way around. That part's done. So now let's get down to stamping. We're going to be using Real Red and Mossy Meadow. Done with these for a minute. And I should show you the stamp set. This is the stamp set we're using. Isn't it cute? I love that little bow, but I haven't stamped with it yet. So we'll start by stamping our pine boughs, pine branches. Set this aside. I do need my Stamp and Pierce mat, since this is a photopolymer. That way we'll make sure we get everything stamped in a crisp image. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp my first one with the end of the pine bough facing my right. I'll ink this up. Make sure it's all inked. And we'll... Oh, I hear some dogs in there. Okay, so... And there they go. I told you it was coming. Okay, so now we're going to ink up the image and we're going to turn it around the other way. Shh, Mowgli, it's okay. And we're going to stamp our image right there. Okay, so don't worry about the little break there because we're going to hide that. Almost got that on my card base there. All right, now we're going to, let's close this up. The way things are going around here, you might get ink everywhere. Let's see, you're showing off your, oh yeah, my ring. See, it finally got here. This poor thing went from Barstow, where my brother-in-law's shop is, all the way to New York, then to New Jersey, and it finally got here on, what's today? Today's Thursday. It got here on Tuesday. Isn't it pretty? I thought Larry was going to have a heart attack when he saw the finished product, but I reminded him, Larry, we owned all the diamonds in it already, so you're okay. So yeah, it's kind of hard to believe that that's my ring. So now we'll stamp our greeting, and it's just a simple Merry Christmas, just right here in the curve of the pines. All right, now we'll glue this down. And then make sure you have your 1/4 inch all the way around up here too. Just like so. Make sure it covers that edge. And somebody's coming in the garage. Never a dull moment around this house. Now we're going to create our little gold ornament. I have, oh, here it is. I have my, this is the smaller ornament punch from the gleaming, Christmas gleaming ornaments. We're going to punch that out. And we're going to add him with dimensionals. I should say a-dimensional. I'm going to put him right there. Let's bring him down a little bit. Then we're going to add, you only have to listen to these dogs for the next month and a half. That's no big deal. We're going to add a piece. This is the Real Red sheer ribbon. Isn't that pretty? And we're just going to tie a knot, make it a faux bow. And then Chloe's not convinced this is fun. She keeps giving me the stink eye. Shh. Sorry, guys. Now we're going to add a mini glue dot to attach our ribbon with. We're just going to put him right there. We'll add our ribbon. Am I still in the shot? Okay, just like that. Now we'll trim the edges. Chloe, they know there's somebody outside. Just like so. And now we'll add some of those pretty rhinestones that are in the bag. Oh, these dogs crack me up. What do I do with my... Oh, here it is. Looking for my take your pick tool. I'm just going to add some of these as ornaments on the pine, just like so. And then add 3 more on the other side. Now the neighbor's dog is going off. Oh, my neighbors are going to hate me. We'll add 1 more over here. And the front of our card is done. We'll put those aside. Now we'll stamp the inside. Now, normally I always stamp up at the top of this layer, but I really like these pines, and I thought, let's be a little different and stamp them at the bottom along with the sentiment. Okay, we're going to need this because we're going to go over our layer. So we'll just ink up our pine trees. Now, being this is a photopolymer, you could make this a straight line if you wanted, but we're sticking with the curvy aspect of it. Okay, so we'll stamp this right here. We'll leave plenty of room to be able to write our greeting in there, or stamp our greeting, and then we can handwrite whatever we want when we get ready to send it. And then I thought this sentiment was perfect for the gold ornament. May your days be merry and bright. Just make sure there's plenty of ink on there. And I'm going to follow the curve of the pine trees. Stamp it just like that. And we'll glue it in. And you know what? We're going to be done. Attach this to the inside. Okay. And there you go. Isn't that pretty quick and easy? Check that out. And that's including die cutting the top layer. Let's move all this stuff out of the way. There you go. What do you think? Isn't that cute? And I love the shine of the foil. I would really like it if it was gold glimmer paper that we don't have anymore. But hey, we go with what we've got, right? There's the inside again. All right, folks. Thanks for stopping by today. I hope you have a wonderful week. Oh, I should tell you, next Thursday is Thanksgiving, in case you didn't know. I'm sure you did. I'm not going to have a video next week. I'm going to be busy in the kitchen cooking for my small family here. And then I will be back the following Thursday. So I hope y'all have a really good Thanksgiving. And if you're not spending time with family, I heard that the Zoom application is offering, I don't know if it's for the whole week of Thanksgiving or just on Thanksgiving Day, but they're letting people go on Zoom so that they can connect with their families, and there's no time limit on it. So that's always an option. Thanks again for stopping by, and have a great week. Bye.